Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Fire Force Season 2, Episode 19. So, last time we had one of the most serious episodes yet, at least at the start, and then ended with one of the most ridiculous things I've seen in anime, or one of the most hilarious things I've seen, I should say. Um, it started off with kind of Sister Iris losing a little bit of faith because of some of the realizations of, possibly the way the Holy Soul Temple has been, founded and everything. But I love the way that Shinra handled it. I love the serious nature of that section of the episode. I love the conversation about her being like Team or Division 8's sunflower, always guiding them towards the sun and everything. I loved Hyo Yan, I believe his name was, if I got that right, who talked about how like the Holy Soul Temple is, you know, they believe in the sun, they don't believe in the evangelist, and as long as that sun is there, what they believe in is still there. And I like that Shinra took that and relayed it um to Iris. I hope I said Iris in the first part. I said it before, I always, whenever I say Sister Iris, I always want to say Sister Lily because of Sister Lily from Black Clover. For some reason, that's just like ingrained in my head now, and it's almost hard for me to say Sister Iris. So if I messed up the name earlier, I apologize. I just had like that sudden realization. You ever had that feeling where you're like, oh, I might have said that wrong, but you're not sure. But either way, but yeah, relaying that to Iris and everything, it was really cool. But then we had one of the most ridiculous things ever in that kind of second part ending thing where we had Assault trying to get revenge on Tamaki because because she, had her lucky lechery ability happen to him last time and it subjugated him. So he looked up a bunch of porn in order to gain her attention or gain resistance to her moves, and confronted her again. Didn't work. It was a series of ridiculousness. It was hilarious. Like, I haven't started watching any reactions to Fire Force, but I almost want to just because I want to see what people think of that episode. But I don't really. None of the reactors that I watch have watched that, so I don't really want to find like a new person. Like I haven't really been in the mood recently to find like a new reactor. I kind of just go to all the regular ones that I watch, kind of thing. But anyway, regardless, let's start this episode. I'm excited to see what happens this time. We're not really in the middle of anything, so it could go anywhere, it feels like. So let's get started, shall we? Alrighty, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Leaving the military. Ah. Oh, is this when Maki joined? Cool. Nice. Seems like her father's. They talked about her father being a bit of like a hard ass military man, right? I think they said that in back in season 1. Are these the same visuals? Maybe I just never really paid attention. I know those are. I've seen that. Some of this Maki stuff is probably what we're about to see. I wasn't sure if they changed up some of the visuals because we moved on, but I don't think so. Because we're still seeing those parts. We haven't seen that whip chick yet, though. Hmm. The O's family. Maki O's, yep. Alright. Oh, so are we going back to current time of them seeing him? Excuse me. Is he a big man? Holy shit. Jeez. O's Danro. Oh, jeez. I like how they just gave us like a shot of abs. Jack lady. Okay. Is this a brother? I saw everything but the name. The name was on the left, and I started at the top, read all the way to the right, and then went to the left, and it was like Takigi or something. I think it was T-A-K something, something, something. But it did say O's, so probably a brother. Oh, shit. He's gonna be all cheery? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. When they had him be imposing to that other guy, I could see this in my head being a very anime thing of this like imposing guy, but gets all googly around his daughter and stuff. And it is Takigi. Lured you. Oh no, that's so mean. It's muscle. Muscle weight. Talking about dual personality. Yeah. Oh jeez, they all have it. Madoka. Magica. Ah. Rotting bodies? Keep doing that shot with his twitching eyebrows. Okay, so that's not a normal thing, right? She said it was scary. To be fair, really the only scary thing was the people inside. Keep your nose peeled. So a lot of the infrastructure survived the cataclysm. It's cool. Makes sense it was underground, but... Oh. I was gonna say, it looks like something was dragged. I've got like a tiny sip of water left. I never grabbed a new water. In the trash you go. Oh, jeez. Someone doing experiments. Not the kind of question you want to ask. Oh, shit. That's one of the bugs that creates infernals. Be careful. Oh no, is that one of them right there? Oh shit. We just met this guy. I hope Maki doesn't lose a family member. Oh shit! A bomb! That's not good. They're underground too. Jeez, that's not good. Her brother protected him. Shit. Okay, hospital. He's alive. Okay, that's good. Well, they didn't necessarily know what it was going to be like when she got recruited. Alright, military is going to be brought into this. It's a burning head. Alright, so the second is going to go investigate the nether. They're supposed to be restricted from going down there. Did Maki hear about her brother yet? They're still hitting each other. Ooh. Is it about her brother? Or that? Ah, so they're bringing the eighth as well. Sorry, guys, my voice. I don't know what's going on with it. I've had to clear it like a million times. I apologize. It just keeps getting like that raspy feeling, like I need to clear it, and it just won't go away. I don't know why. Oh shit. Hmm. I mean, it was pretty close to life threatening. Damn. Worried about, like, the dangers of this. We haven't seen him out of his other outfit before. Oh no. Oh no! You're too strong. Yada. His parents left on him real quickly. That's probably him not wanting to accept that someone else in his life is just gone. I don't want this at all. I feel like it's gotta be fixed. Hmm. He's trying to protect her. That's what I figured. Come on, stand up for yourself. It's not that. He's trying to protect you. It's not that he doesn't think you're up to it. Hmm. We must fix this. Oh, her father. He's holding back. She just took off. Hmm. I know the other girl kind of explained what they do there, but what do they do there? Like, she's just sitting there. Is she like a secretary that's supposed to like talk to people that arrive and just no one's arriving kind of thing? It looks extremely boring. What the heck? Jeez. Makes sense. What? Very secret code name. Alright. Damn. We must revert this. We must go back in time. I need my muscly girl back. Damn it. I do not approve. She'll be back. I have no doubt in my mind that she will, if she has to, find the courage to tell her father off and Hinawa off in order to, like, because she just kind of, like, accepted everything without fighting back. I feel like she needs to fight back. I don't think she interpreted Hinawa, like, telling her to go as, like, as meaning that she's not up to the task. I don't think that's what he's thinking. I think he's trying to protect her, and I think he's trying not to feel guilty about, like, another life that he could have helped, right? Because if he has stuff in his past where he feels that kind of guilt, right? And I think he's trying to protect himself from that, again, by sending her back. That way it's not like, if anything happens to her, like, her now, it's not on him kind of thing. I think it's just, like, him caring for her, really. More than not thinking she's up to the task. But alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 19. But yeah, so we have Maki going back to the military. Like I said, I'm not too worried about it. I definitely want her back. She's one of, I actually think I said she's my favorite character, right? Out of all the characters, I really like Joker. But at least in, like, Division 8, she's awesome. I love it. I love, like, I always love kind of like the hand-to-hand combat, and I love when we just have someone that's, like, real strong. Granted, she has those devices she uses now, but the times where she's gone, like, fisticuffs with someone, I love it. And I think between Maki and Mirko from My Hero Academia, I think it stoked my love for jacked women, you know? But both those characters are badasses. I definitely don't want her to be stuck in this boring, you know, role where she's, you know, considered in a birdcage kind of thing. I understand why her father kind of, like, it's been a while since they had this kind of dinner. So one, he got to see his daughter again, and it kind of probably sparked that care he has for her and wanting to protect her and keep her safe. On top of that, then his son goes investigating the Nether, somewhere where she's been, and realizes how dangerous it is and everything. And, you know, it's kind of like a double whammy where he got reminded of how much he wants to protect her, keep her safe. He's his little girl and everything, you know. I get it. And then, you know, his son getting hurt, it's like, okay, you know, this could happen to her next kind of thing. So I definitely understand. I understand his point of view, but, you know, this is what she loved. Like, you saw how happy she was when she said, like, no, I love it here, I'm staying, like, regardless of what my father says. But it wasn't until Hinawa said go back, right, that that's when she actually, like, listened, because he was the one that brought her in. She has a lot of respect for him and everything. So I definitely think she's gonna make a comeback and everything. So I won't worry yet. If somehow they phase her out of the story, that would blow my mind, and I would be very, very upset, especially because she's, like I said, my favorite. But yeah, we got to, on the other note, is we got to meet her whole family, or at least a chunk of her family. We got to meet the mom, the dad, the brother, and everything at the dinner. It was funny how they all kind of have that dual personality thing going on, and they're all, like, different too. Whereas, like, the dad has, like, the hard-ass military man, but then gets all, like, gooey for his daughter kind of thing. And then we have the brother who is serious, kind of like the father, but then gets all, like, baby talk with his girlfriend when he talks to her. The mother is, like, all nice and caring, but then turns into, like, a badass, like... She kind of reminded me, the way she acted reminded me of Teacher from, I can't remember her name, but from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, right? Where she kind of has that like hard ass like yelling to keep everyone in line kind of thing attitude, but then she also has that like nice and caring side to her too. But yeah, it was kind of funny. Uh, the little investigation into the Nether. I kind of wish it served more of a purpose other than like. I mean, I guess it did. I was gonna say I wish that served more of a purpose than to just make the father scared and pull Maki back into the military. But it did serve the other purpose because now they're doing this investigation because of it. He's sick of the military being kept out of it, so they're gonna become, into this as well. They're using Division 2 teaming up with Division 8, splitting up Division 8, having each person in a team, and they're investigating all the tunnels at once. Because I mean, it makes sense if they send all their forces down one tunnel. For one, that's one central point of failure, as well as all they have to do is run down one of the other tunnels and leave, kind of thing, or something like that, or it'll give them plenty of time. Like if they hear like, oh, tunnel 1 is breached and they're in tunnel 23 or something, they'll have plenty of time to clean up that tunnel, hide whatever they don't want them to see, and leave. Rather than if they go down all the tunnels at once, then they won't have time to do cover-ups and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what they find. The Nether is definitely one of those interesting things because it's one of the areas that kind of survived the Great Cataclysm and then was called off limits because mainly, I mean, the only reason, like, that's the thing, is they all grew up scared of it because that's what they were taught. They were taught to be scared of this place, not because there's anything scary there other than the white clad, right? But that's just people, So, but they were only taught that because that's where the white clad are hiding out, essentially, hanging out and everything. So it makes sense, and but it's funny seeing them all being so like scared of it still, like it's just in their core. It's like I'm trying to think of a fear that has been taught to us as people, like in our world, right? That's just what I'm trying to like compare it to. Like, I mean, obviously we kind of grow up knowing that, like, guns kill people, so you kind of have, like, a slight inherent fear of them, at least them being pointed at you, in a sense. But I don't really think that's what I'm looking for. I mean, for some reason, what keeps coming to my mind is, like, quicksand. But, I mean, quicksand is scary, it's just not something, like, when I was younger, I always thought that quicksand was going to be a much bigger deal, I was always scared of it and stuff like that. Like every now and then I'd be walking in the woods when I was really young, and I'd be like seeing patches of sand and be like, shit, is that quicksand? But then you grow up and you realize, like, I was scared of quicksand as a kid, and as an adult, I have never seen quicksand, and now obviously I know that in the area that I live in, it pretty much doesn't exist. So, I don't think that's a very good example either, but it was kind of like the first thing that I thought of. But I don't know. It's like, I guess like kind of nighttime, like the dark, like you kind of grow up being like, bad stuff happens in the dark. You watch like scary movies and you have like Halloween and stuff like that where all like the creepy stuff comes out at night kind of thing. Like, and I'm not scared of the dark now or anything. Sometimes I do get a little freaked out. Like if I'm alone and it's nighttime, sometimes I'll like hear something and I'll be like, shit, what was that? And every now and then I just get this like really irrational fear, and like, I mean, it's irrational, so I don't really know how to explain it, but I'll just suddenly just get really scared. And I will rush back to, my computer room and everything, and I'll shut the door, and even if I don't have the lights on, even if it's still dark, I, like, feel safe because I'm in that room kind of thing. It's really weird. And I don't really know what, like, triggers that, and it rarely happens, but when it does, it's always like, is this a sixth sense trying to like protect me from something? I don't know, but yeah. So it really makes me like, that's probably like the best example I can think of, is just kind of like the dark is something that we've grown up knowing or like trying to be told that it's like something's freaky in there, but except as we get older, we know that it's really fine, you know? And even when we're younger, we might not believe stuff like that too. Um, anyway, but for the Nether, they're kind of more scared of it, even as adults, right? So, very interesting though. I'm looking forward to seeing this operation. I'm looking forward to seeing what they find down there, like I said, because I'm always interested in like when you have kind of like an apocalypse type world. One of the most interesting things for me is for people to kind of re-explore the areas. Like that's what I loved about Walking Dead is people just going into other people's houses and looting. Like I want an apocalypse just so I can go around looting, but I don't want the suffering of zombies and stuff like that. But I think it would just be a lot of fun just to go around looting. Obviously, I don't want to do it to, you know, when people are there, kind of like, you know, I don't want it to be like during riots, you know, how people like break into people's stores and stuff like that. I want it to be where there's like, I'm not going to hurt anyone by doing it, you know, like pretty much every one of the houses I'm going into are dead, you know, so it's like, I'm just like looking around. I want to just like glance at their like family photos and like I don't know, just explore kind of, right? An aspect of the world that you can't explore now because it's illegal. But yeah, so I definitely like that. Kind of like when they went to the other Amaterasu that we had there, and they saw like street lights and stuff like that, like different things that are from like before the cataclysm that exist in that area. I just think that's like so cool. I think I talked about it during that episode, but it reminds me of the Shannara Chronicles, where it's like something happened to the world that changed it. Like it seems like it used to be a world like ours, and then somehow like magic and other races and monsters and stuff like that came into the world. I don't know if they ever explained it. I think I only watched the first season of it, but there's different parts where you see them walking through the woods and you see like a part of a helicopter sticking out of the ground and stuff like that, yet you have like dwarves and monsters and magic and stuff, and it's like that's crazy. Like I want to know more about that shit. That's the kind of thing where I need to go back and watch that show like more seasons. But that show, it really wasn't, I didn't feel like the story was aiming more towards learning more about pre stuff. Like that's what I kind of like. Like I want a show that's kind of like a setting like this, or like Shannara Chronicles. It's like way in the future after our current society has crumbled, and it's like much different than what our society is, and people are like slowly rediscovering how we lived. And I think that's a really neat concept. I want to watch someone like, and they pick up like they find like a cell phone or something and be like, what the hell is this thing, you know? And like maybe one of them has like a little bit of juice left. They turn it on and they see it and they like freak out because it's like so crazy and weird to them, you know? Or I don't know, just having our technology and items and stuff be like really unique to them kind of thing is just always been really interesting to me. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to this invasion, or not invasion, but the investigation of the Nether. I wonder what they're gonna find, if anything. Well, like how many, if any, of the White Clad will be there. Will we end up like? Will it be something where we go down there and they've already left? What, like? Do they have eyes and ears in the military and heard about this joint operation kind of thing that's going on? I mean, they weren't exactly quiet about it. They had like the at Division 2, they were announcing over the loudspeaker, you know, Project Investigate Nether, right? It's not like they're keeping it too quiet, but, you know, I just wonder what they'll find. Will we learn anything new and stuff like that? So, but I think that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Please hit that subscribe button so Maki will come back. That's how it works, right? I just want Maki back. I don't care. Don't hit the subscribe button. Just give me Maki back. But yeah, that's it for me. Link to my Patreon down in the description below, where you can see 2 episodes ahead of time on there through my early access tier. Then there's also shows like Mob Psycho, Symphogear, Better Call Saul, things like that that are on there with the Patreon exclusive tier. Check that out if you're interested. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.